Hey, this is Tony Robbins. Listen, thanks for joining me for this podcast. Today, I'm really excited for you because whenever you talk about how do you really dominate in the marketplace, most people are taught that you get into business and you fight for competitive advantage. You try to battle for some portion of the market share. But I'm here to tell you that's totally unsustainable. If I had tried to just compete for market share in the personal development business, it's a pretty small market. But what I really wanted to do is I wanted to affect a much larger audience. And I looked for ways to deliver that in ways that had never been delivered before. So I believe if you want an advantage in business, if you do what everybody else does and you do it better than everybody else, you get a tiny competitive advantage. But if you do something no one else is doing in your space, you get a geometric advantage. And I can tell you, whenever I'm talking to people in my business mastery seminars, one of the first questions I ask them is, what business are you in? And people usually give me an answer like, well, I have a restaurant and a catering service. Or, we have a CRM system that's superior than anyone else in the world. And whenever they say these things, they usually, I'm a lawyer, or I wholesale cars. And usually they describe the process of what they do, not the benefit of what they do, which is the first place everybody's got to start. If you can't communicate what you're doing, what your company is, in a way that creates curiosity and is compelling, if it's not compelling for you, first of all, it's not going to be compelling for anybody else. And what will make your business more compelling is if you also maybe ask yourself another question, which is, what business do you need to be in? Instead of saying I'm in the restaurant business, maybe I'm in the business of creating environments where magnificent food and sensual desires are met for every client. I don't know, I'm making it up. The point of the matter is you need to be able to create something that's truly compelling, but you also want to say, where can I compete where no one else is competing? My dear friend Mark Benioff practice what this interview is all about, which is the blue ocean strategy. Mark came to my seminar, 15 years ago, and he'd been to 3 Unleash the Power Within seminars in a row. And he said, you've pushed me over the edge. I'm going to leave my current job and I'm going to start this company called Salesforce.com. And I want you help me to start it. And we're going to change the business world. We're going to do $100 million in business. Well, today I tease Mark about it. 15 years later, he's going to do about $7 billion, I believe, this year, on his way to $10 billion very quickly thereafter. It's been quite a growth patch. But part of that is he opened up an area where no one else was competing. There was not a giant focus on this idea of really living in the cloud, putting your business in the cloud. It seemed so insecure. It seemed something businesses wouldn't even imagine back in those days. But Mark found that space and became the king of that space. And as a result, he dominates at this stage. So you're going to get a chance to hear an interview with the woman who created the blue ocean strategy as a concept. It's certainly been around, but she put the concept on, and I think the concept understood fully can move any business person towards greater success. And her name is Renee Mauborgne. Her colleagues not with her also wrote the book with her, W. Chan Kim. But I think what you're going to find out is blue oceans are really where demand is created rather than fought for. If you're in a red ocean, it's one where there's a lot of competition and you're fighting for a little bit. So think of Netflix. They blew up Blockbuster because they went after a different environment. Blockbuster had the chance to buy Netflix for $50 million early in its career. They were doing $3 billion at Blockbuster at the time. And they thought, we can do this ourselves. They didn't understand. These people within a few years had rented their first billionth video and they still didn't pay attention to them. They didn't understand these people are opening up a blue ocean versus working in the old red ocean. Amazon did it with brick and mortar shopping. Uber's done it with taxi cabs. So I think you're going to really, really enjoy this. And our hostess for this session is Anna Jorg. She's going to do the interview and she's going to really give you an understanding of some of the most powerful insights in this best-selling book, Blue Ocean, the strategies you can use right away. And listen, be sure for the end, because I think you're going to find there's some really practical ways for you to start looking at this and creating what I call a strategy canvas, something that can really allow you to see where you are in the marketplace, how you compete. Again, whether you're an army of 10,000 employees or whether you're a business that's got 2 people, you still need to be able to grow your business by, again, innovating the marketplace in which you enter. So enjoy the podcast, and I look forward to hearing from some of you soon.